Hey, Dr. Oz, good morning. We just heard the news that...
What happened?
Yeah.
So I got off a plane with my family. I was waiting at the luggage carousel, which is what dads are supposed to do. And my daughter, who's usually a level-headed daughter, starts yelling, "Daddy, Daddy, come." And so I turned around. Dad hears that alarming voice. You know there's a problem.
Yeah.
This gentleman had face planted, collapsed on the floor in front of her. There was blood coming out from where he'd fallen. I rushed over. I couldn't get a pulse. It's called sudden death. He literally died and then fell. I rolled him over and realized his face was the color of an eggplant, so he wasn't able to breathe. I started doing CPR because if the heart won't beat, you need to do it. And then an officer, this young officer, came over from the Newark Port Authority police and said, "Can I help?" And I didn't know it at the time. I learned subsequently he'd never done this before.
Oh my God.
But he'd been trained, so
Sure.
he knew what to do. Like every listener right now, most of you will never need to do CPR, but if you do it, you'll be doing it on someone you care about because that's who you spend time with.
Yeah.
So that's why it's worth learning. But this gentleman had done his homework as a young officer. He knew what to do. I had him do the chest compressions, took over. I started getting his airway fixed because he wasn't moving any air through his lungs. And without air, you obviously can't survive. Another officer very wisely ran and got the defibrillator that everyone always walks by in the airport.
Exactly.
I've been in Philly airport dozens and dozens of times. I know where they are, but most people don't even pay attention. He got that out of the box, put it down. There's two little patches.
Paddles,
you slap them on your chest. And it's literally told us what to do. It says, step away, like in a movie. It shocked him. And unfortunately, normally in life, your heart doesn't come back. It takes you multiple efforts. In this case, just like the movies, after he got shocked off the floor, his heart started coming back.
Wow.
And we could see he had a rhythm in his heart. His pulse came back. His color pinked up again. I kept pushing oxygen into his lungs. And by the time we got him in the ambulance, he was awake enough to know he was at Newark Airport. Didn't remember what had happened.
Right.
But it's a miracle because the chance of surviving that's less than 1 in 5. But the fact that these people, all these officers ran in there and this man got care immediately, saved his life.
Yeah, the officer saw him and then he yelled out and you heard it, or your daughter did. And you were on the same flight with the guy, right? That's why you were a baggage claim?
I was on the same flight with him. It was a delayed flight. It was late at night. His wife was sort of stunned because she didn't realize that how serious this was. She thought he was having trouble with his mask.
Yeah.
He said he was having trouble breathing, and he was, but it wasn't because of the mask, because he couldn't breathe.
Couldn't breathe. Dr. Oz, you the man. Thank you.
Right.
Yes,
So thank God you were there.
And thanks
God
for
bless.
sharing that.
We'll see you this afternoon.
So if you see him on your flight, you know, it's a good thing.
In fact,
You're
I'm
covered.
only booking flights that Dr. Oz is taking
We need his schedule.
from
Yeah.
now on, yeah.